She smiled as she killed, and she's not alone.
When we picture a serial killer, most of us imagine a man, violent, impulsive, and hunting strangers in the dark. But beneath the surface, a different kind of predator operates in the shadows. The female serial killer. Their crimes are quieter, their motives are pragmatic, and their methods chillingly intimate. Female serial killers are rare, but their patterns are strikingly consistent. In 1943, James M. Cain wrote a book called Double Indemnity. The story introduces us to Phyllis, a classic example of a female serial killer. Phyllis embodies these traits perfectly. She's charming and attractive, traits common among female killers. She was employed as a nurse where she murders multiple children who are under her care. She then murders her husband's first wife so she can marry him, and then goes on to kill him for insurance payout. Like most women serial killers, Phyllis is calculating, and she uses trust and intimacy as powerful weapons. Her methods are indirect, patient, and emotionally detached, mirroring the classic female serial killer profile. Like many real-life counterparts, Phyllis exploits caregiving roles and relationships, killing those who trust her the most. For a real-life comparison, consider Jolly Joseph from Kerala. Outwardly friendly, religious, and always ready with a smile, Jolly poisoned 6 members of her own family over 14 years, including her husband, his parents, and even a 2-year-old child. She slipped cyanide into everyday foods like curries, snacks, and even Ayurvedic drinks. Her motive? Property, inheritance, and clearing the path for a new marriage. Jolly is a textbook example of a female trait serial killer, targeting people close to her using subtle, undetectable methods and motivated by practical, personal gain. But something is changing. In recent years, female offenders have begun to break from tradition. While poisoning and suffocation still occur, there's a growing trend of women employing more direct violence, like shooting, stabbing, even dismemberment. The lines between male and female patterns of killing are blurring. For instance, in 2019 in Japan, a 29-year-old Runa Tamura was found to have dismembered a man in a Tokyo love hotel, a man she met in a club. While female killers in Japan have historically used poison or suffocation, often targeting family or dependents, it shows that some women are now adopting more direct, violent methods similar to male offenders. Offensive dismemberments were rare in female killer. However, recently there has been 23% offensive dismemberment among women offenders compared to 33% in male. And research suggests that there is 150% increase in reported female serial killer cases since 1975. So, what's driving this shift? Experts point to a complex web of societal, psychological, and cultural factors. Firstly, with fights for feminism and freedom, traditional gender roles are dissolving, and women are gaining greater autonomy, and in rare cases, the means and opportunity to commit more visible, violent crimes. While freedom is great, some women are using it for much darker purposes. Secondly, exposure to violent media is changing perceptions of female aggression and desensitizing the generation to violent crimes. There is also a rise in female involvement in gangs, which were previously a male-dominated profession. This puts women in direct line for violent acts. And lastly, some researchers suggest that as society becomes more aware of women's capacity for violence, female offenders may feel less constrained by old stereotypes, adopting tactics once reserved for men. Stories like Gone Girl and Misery show a side of women that are completely different to the gentle sex narrative we all grew up with. So, Phyllis may have been a blueprint for the quiet killer who manipulates, poisons, and betrays. But as the world changes, so do its monsters. Today's female serial killers are evolving, challenging our assumptions and forcing us to confront the uncomfortable truth. Evil knows no gender, and the face of the predator is ever changing. So do you think female violence is evolving, or are they becoming more visible? Let me know what you think.